or 4 to 6 months, or even 2 years. We have no idea whether it's going to cause infertility, whether it's going to cause cancer, how bad your autoimmune disease is going to be.
My conclusion, after looking at this for a long time and listening to the arguments for these masks, I've determined that if you're a medical doctor or a scientist that's spouting using these masks, you're either being played or you're being paid.
Secure your copy of COVIDland today at covidland.com. And if you order by October 6th, you get a free copy of Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement. If you're ruthless mega corporations who've taken over almost every government on earth and who are trying to destroy the middle class and any form of upward mobility, you've got to divide and conquer the public so they don't know they're being targeted. And that's why the Fortune 100 have wrapped themselves in the name of LBGT and African American rights and all the rest of it all over the world. That's now their corporate face while they run slave camps in Africa and in communist China and many other areas, while they undermine our basic liberties here and spy on us through the big tech that the central banks and others own. So this is a criminal takeover. And when you look at the new superclass, it's the politicians, it's the corporate media, it's the police, it's the bureaucrats, it's members of Congress and their staff and their families, it's the White House. Hell, it's postal workers who were all exempt from the poison shots, but not the general public and everybody else through corporate rule. So this is the true discrimination that's going on.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. American Journal, Infowars.com, band.video. Share these links. It's one of the easiest ways that you can support us, one of the most effective ways as well. Oh, good Lord, there's so much still to talk about. So much more to get into. Let's go ahead and give out the phone number now. If you want to call in, the number to dial is 1-877-789-2539. Give us a call here at American Journal, 1-877-789-2539. We haven't done a question of the day in a little while. Maybe we'll come up with one here. I mean, our main topic is the fact that the FBI is now targeting parents while rampant criminality just plagues every major U.S. city. Our friend Mike Shelby of the Gray Zone Warlord on Twitter says this: hey, while we're having congressional hearings and talking about new legislation, even though sufficient laws already exist, to combat white supremacists, can we also talk about leftist crime and violence? And he points out this tweet, which again, I didn't even see this, got no attention whatsoever until I saw it on Mike's Twitter here, from Colorado Liberation and Autonomy. Sacred Heart of Mary Catholic Church in Boulder was vandalized last week after erecting an anti-abortion display. A vehicle was disabled, windows were cracked, walls were tagged and egged, and hundreds of white crosses on the church line were smashed. It's just, graffiti there saying Jesus loves abortion. Last week, maybe was it earlier this week that Antifa broke into a Portland courthouse and tried to burn it down? We're like burning an American flag and trying to burn down a courthouse. Like, it's just open, rampant criminality. I mean, Ted Cruz went off on this too, saying murdering police officers and firebombing cities. He lashed out at Deputy Attorney General Kristen Clark during a hearing on Wednesday in which he grilled her over the Biden administration's decision